Look at the second person. It's almost like she's working in a hospital, completely covered, and I'm whining about working with a mask.
Jenny, I've read that there are like kinds of perms. What is like a digital perm?
What is that? Oh, it reminds me of something very old. Many years ago, the first perms were with all these wires. It gives me a little bit the creeps.
Total of 6 hours, guys.
What? 6 hours? You're not taking any sections. Everybody has his own technique. I'm not going to say anything. Look at her face. Hey, hello and welcome to a new reaction video. My name is Hairdresser and I'm so happy that you clicked on this video. Today we're going to see something new. I don't know if it's new for you. I never heard of the term digital perm. I received this video and they asked, do you want to react on this video? I don't know what to expect, a digital perm, but it also says Korean perm. So digital Korean perm. I looked up a Korean perm, and a Korean perm is not actually a perm like we know with the rolls, but a Korean perm is a style apparently. So a Korean perm is like wavy hair. One of my staff members are coming from India. She's here in Belgium from a very young age. And I know that this Asian hair is very difficult to perm, to curl. If she's doing curling with an iron, it doesn't last very long because it's very heavy hair, very thick hair, very beautiful hair. The shine on her hair is amazing, but there are some things that are really difficult for her to do. It's like bleaching to white, nearly impossible. It's always very orange, yellow, so this gray colors is very difficult. You have to bleach it many times, and to get waves in their hair because it's really flat. She has short hair and there's always some volume. She doesn't have to do a lot of work on her hair. Very beautiful hair, but not everything is possible. So I guess this digital perm is something specially for this Asian type of hair. I want to learn something new because the moment I saw digital perm, I knew this was something I don't know of, that existed. So I want to learn about it. And again, I don't know if it's new. Maybe it's in Japan or in China or in Vietnam or Singapore. I don't know. Many years that they are using this. So I don't know. If you know it, put it in the comments if this actually is a new thing or is it used for many years in Asia. So let me know. I want to learn. Let's find out together what this digital perm is all about.
I ran.
Oh my god, they are not just wearing a mask, they are also wearing a face shield. We have to wear a mask in the salon, but they are also wearing a face shield. We have here in Belgium Bruges, and we have a lot of Asian people that are visiting Bruges, and even before COVID these Asian people are walking with masks on the street. They are taking all these healthy things very seriously, but look at that, shield and a mask.
My life-changing perm. I didn't shampoo, by the way.
Oh, it's okay.
First up, shampoo muna tayo. Wala. Excited na ako sumandal.
Oh, there's also a shield above her.
You know, Jenny, I went back on Instagram and I think the very first haircut you did to me was 2017. We're 3 years strong now.
Not everybody can do that. Wait 3 years to have a haircut. You have to have very strong hair. But first they are cutting the ends. Normally we cut after the perming because if there is a chance, it should not be that, but if there's a chance the tips were double fold into the roller, you can cut them after the perm, but here they are doing it the opposite way, but it's something I don't know, so I'm learning.
If it's too straight, what will happen to the perm?
Like looks like too heavy and like very hard to maintain, also no volume. So,
Yeah.
it's better a little bit layered this much.
Yes.
Okay, that's the same thing of a normal perm. You have to cut layers, otherwise you don't have any volume. If it's too long, one length, then all the volume is beneath. So you have to cut layers to have more volume, to have more movement. That's the same thing as a normal perm. So no difference there. And Asian hair is very thick and heavy hair, so it needs more layers.
This will actually be a semi-surprise because I can't see from my face shield.
Look at the second person. It's almost like she's working in a hospital, completely covered. Oh my God. And I'm whining about working with a mask. I don't like it. I want to breathe, but they are protected. They are heavily protected. Maybe that's why they have less COVID cases than we have.
Jenny, I've read that there are like kinds of perms. What is like a digital perm?
What is that?
Digital perm is for usually
What is that?
The,
What kind of machine is that? Oh, it reminds me of something very old. Is it the old perm technique that we have used like 100 years ago? Many years ago, the first perms were with all these wires. We have to put the rollers on a not horizontal but vertical, and then we have to put all these wires because there was heat coming to these perms. You could burn very heavily from this perm. It was like a torture device. The second thing that I noticed is they are rolling the roots and then leave the lengths, and then the lengths are rolled up with a second roller. Sometimes we do that for an extra volume. Or the first centimeters we put a thicker roll, and then the second one we do a finer one to have more movement on the lengths. So it appears that this is the technique, but what is with this device? Show me what you're doing with that.
And then
Why is it called digital?
digital, like using heat or something, so that's why digital perm like that. They go in, and then setting perm also actually heat
This is what you call setting
perm.
Setting perm.
This one also actually heat perm also, but mostly like long hair, like using the for long hair.
Like this one's faster than the traditional.
You see, it's the same thing. It's also with heat, but it reminds me of, oh, I know what reminds me of. It's like if you go to a carnival and you want to take a bear or candy, it gives me a little bit the creeps. And the sections are very thick underneath, very fine on top, very thick underneath. So if you take fine sections with your rollers, you will have a lot of volume or a lot of curls. If you take thick sections and you put them, then you have more movement, less curls.
Oh my God, this is it. Ajuma realness. Kulot is real. Oh, you know in Tagalog, Jenny, you know kulot?
Kulot.
Kulot. Yes, curly. Okay, so mag-neutralizer na tayo. So, right now, ewan ko nakita niyo, but
They put the heat on your rollers to process it faster, and then they have to do a neutralizer. A perm is taking your bands, not bones, but bands in your hair, rip it apart. They are moving or straightening. With the straightening is the same thing. These bands are moving and they replace it on a different level, and that's why the neutralizer is making these bonds connecting again. So perming is a really heavy product. I guess this kind of digital perms is really good for this Asian type of hair because it's really heavy hair. It's really difficult to maintain and to get movement in your hair. So a heavy product and a heavy treatment is needed for them to get curls. If you do that on fine hair, this is also something you cannot do if you have highlights or bleached hair. I think the rolls with hair will stick to the machine, the grabbing machine, and it will be loose from your head. It will be rolls, hair, everything with the machine, and you have my beautiful haircut. Protection for the eyes. But do you see that they are working with 2 persons on your hair? We cannot do that. If we put 2 persons on each client, the price that we have to ask to that client will be mind-blowing.
It smells good. It smells good. Yeah.
Treatment?
It smells soft.
Yan naman po yung mag-i-refer sa outer layer naman ng hair. Para yung texture ng hair niya, maging silky siya.
So curly but still soft and silky.
Yes.
And now, a dryer, a heating device.
15. Yep. So we'll leave this on for 15 minutes.
Bago kayo mag-blow dry, mas better mong gamit kayo ng serum. For heat protection siya.
So ito, meron din dito.
Ma'am, yung sasuggest sa inyo ng
Okay.
We missed the washing. It was washed, I'm sure of that. But they are drying it just by twisting it. They are drying it with the hands.
I'm making the volume here very especially not the part. Like I make the small using the small rod and then I make the volume.
It's so nice.
So any part you can make the some volume.
Oh yes. That's amazing. Oh my god, look at my hair.
Whoa!
Yeah, it looks so beautiful.
You want some bigger or something, you can just twist out like that. But if you want to smoke or something, just let the part dry and then putting the curl cream also okay.
Is this the curl cream?
Yes.
Smells so good.
Yeah. Actually I want to length it. Apart the length is a little bit more longer. Is I want, but
it's actually good. Thank you so much.
Nice, really.
Just with their hands? Oh my god, the result is amazing. How beautiful is her hair? A nice volume, because it's like doing with the curling iron or with a brush. This is not what I expect from a perm. That was really, really beautiful. But again, she has really beautiful hair. And I want to see her hair in like 2 weeks. I did some research on Google, what is just a digital perm, and I found some more information, and they are saying you cannot do this on highlights and on bleached hair, like I said before, and that was expected because it's really the same technique, removing the bond and replace it on another level. You have to maintain it very good with all the right products. If you are living in a very humidity environment like in Singapore or something, your curls will be more frizzy, and that's the same thing than a normal perm. Basically, it's the same thing, but they took the ancient, the very old first perm technique and lifted to a new one. I have not expected to see the old medieval nearly medieval. Well, in the medieval times there were no perms, but it seems to be medieval and it seems to be a torture machine. It's very new for me to see that they are using it again, to use that on Asian hair to make an extra boost, to make their hair flat hair, because it's straight flat hair, to give these girls more volume, more curls. Bangs. Nice name, nice salon. Very classy. Wow.
This is the first step, the MUCOTA protector. Total of 6 hours, guys.
What? 6 hours? This perm is taking 6 hours? The first video said if we use the heat it goes faster. Is that a special treatment? 6 hours in the salon?
Next step, guys, is this MUCOTA medicine. Ito na yung SNP3 na ilalagay nila. This is for PERM. A perm. Next treatment na gagawin sa akin is this MUCOTA. Ito pala ang star of the show natin. Si MUCOTA CS2.
Okay, haircut is the same thing. You're not taking any sections. Ooh. Everybody has his own technique. I'm not going to say anything. Oh, it's the same device. Look at her face.
Palagi daw silang dumedepende sa hair condition. So katulad ko, makapal yung hair ko and then dry pa. So kailangan ng magandang medicine talaga. Pero kung healthy hair naman, kaya daw nilang mag-offer ng 2,000 plus na hair perm katulad nito.
They are doing the same thing. It's the same machine with the grabbing, like grab a bear, grab a candy. I cannot stop thinking about that. But they are doing it on dry hair. So this is a different approach. I don't know what's the difference. The first video was on wet hair. This is on dry hair. Very big sections. Very big sections. And the curling and the rollers are different. They are wrapping it with a paper, and I guess that is for protection for the heating. It seems to be the same thing, but it's a different technique.
Don't be scared.
Look at that.
After perm, ito na po ang result. Ito na nga ang
It's like a doll.
final look. Let's wash, wash, wash.
And now washing it again?
Ito na yung next application natin, the MUCOTA CS3.
Ito yung next treatment na ni Adele. Pero lumalaki kasi yung bottle niya.
Ah, sige. This is the next treatment, the MUCOTA Sena Adele, made in Japan.
Naman for moisture.
For moisture, I need that.
A lot of products. Okay, it seems like the drying is the same thing as the first one. With the hand, but again, two people are working on your hair. It's impossible here. But how beautiful.
This is the final look and finishing na tayo. Ang bango nung nilagay nila sa final serum sa akin. At yun yung palagi kong gagawing rotation pag ganito. So ito na yung update right after 5 days. Charan! Wow! Ayan!
Wow! It has less movement than in the beginning, but then again, it's Asian hair, very heavy. If you dry it for yourself, I seen it on this website, I searched for extra info, you have to twist your hair over and over again to put that movement in your hair. If you just let it dry naturally, you will not get the same result. So that's what the website is saying. Was it the first time that you have seen it? Put it in the comments. The technique, it's really old. It's really the first perms that were existed in the world that they are making new again. Or was it in Asia never gone? did they evolve the first perm machine and evolved it year after year after year, and they did that and we have never seen that? I don't know. I never been in Asia. It's on my long travel list, but we have made our new reservations. Our next big trip is going to be Iceland. Do you want to see that trip? Do you want to see my travel vlogs? You can subscribe to my channel, Hair Buddha Travels. Have you learned from this video? Have you been entertained by this video? Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Press that notification bell. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook. Not to forget, because I know some of you are waiting to hear me saying that, you can follow me on TikTok. All I'm going to say today is CIAOKES.